Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time, we spent 50 minutes almost fighting. There is still a door there. There definitely is an entryway up there that we can't reach yet. Like, I tried to break all the walls there, but I'm going to assume we have to break it from above. Anyways, we were fighting the last judge, who was a pretty tough boss. We managed to reach phase 2 on the second attempt, and then it took another, like, 17 or so to beat it. I literally counted it and it was like 19 or 20 attempts. So, we reached phase 2 on the second try. 20 attempts later, we took some time to go shell hunting and all that good stuff. But eventually we won, and after that, we managed to make our way into the Citadel proper, and we have just basically made it to the first bench. We had this cool moment where actually, what we had to do was open up all the 5 different bell benches across the map, apparently, and then do a little musical number with a couple of little pilgrims that were waiting at the giant gate. It said little pilgrims are now no longer with us because said last judge boss ended their lives prematurely. Thankfully, Sherma stayed behind at the bench. I would have been devastated. So, yeah, that's about it. We made it to a big elevator. The elevator just crashed down to the ground with us in it. And I don't think we can do anything else over here for right now. Yeah, this looks like it should be a door, or was a door at one point, but it's no longer working, and we don't have the verticality to make it up there. These are one-time benches, 15 rosaries to go back into them. And into the underworks we go. Now. I was holding down, but didn't really get the pogo like it. Wow. Okay, it's hard to tell if these are actually 2 different enemy types. I think there might be different enemy types. They appear very similar, though. Underloft and the Underpoke. Drained worker on the verge of collapse, consumed by the haunting, they continue to work far beyond their mortal limits. Exhausted bug, grown sickly from the smog of the underworks. The workers' twist pins, once tools of repair, now serve as spun projectiles. Okay, I kind of like those enemy types. They're interesting. I'm just not prepared for them yet. Oh, and then we got a third type of it. These feel like special pilgrims for this area, basically. Like how we have these special ones in Grey Moors. There we go. And you are an underworker, feeble servant of the underworkers, with a long twist pin and hard shell. Why did I decide to read those? I'm not entirely sure. I've mostly skipped normal enemy entries. Anyways, heal up before we go too much further. Any breakable walls? Doesn't seem like it, but we do have a... Aha, but we do have that. I think that basically unlocks the way that was probably blocking this little jump right here. You're there. Might as well avoid the fight if I can, and over here is something. Is this going to be the map of the Underworks? A crude map of the Underworks. Take the map, thank you. So we have... Oh, apparently you can go down there? Oh, and yeah, that's breakable. That one definitely looked breakable, so... I'm gonna assume that steam is gonna hurt. Ow, thank you, lucky dice. Thank you for this. The bone scroll, I believe that's one of the things we sell off to the collector. Yep. I almost ran right into that. So, is there anything actually important in here? Just a handful of not even a handful. Literally 2 rosaries and a bone scroll, which we're just going to sell for more rosaries. Cool. Was there actually a way down here? Like, obviously there's more on the map, but I don't see... What's probably going to happen? Actually, I don't know. I was going to say that there was going to be something we eventually pick up that's going to move this upwards, but it's not actually on a chain. So, there might be something that breaks this platform. Oh, I see. There's probably some sort of lever all the way downstairs that moves that gear and opens up this pathway. Got it. Cool. So, I guess for now we continue upwards. Whenever we next make it to a fast travel point, though, we need to head back to Pilgrim's Rest because I need to double check something. But that's probably going to be next time unless there's a bench or a fast travel point right up in this area. That's going to take a little bit. Buzzsaws. So many buzzsaws. Ah, that's a big old shell deposit. There it is. Oh. Did that thing literally have saws on its hand? Drained yet dedicated laborer wielding a coarse steel brush. Okay, that makes more sense than literal saw hands. Oh, is all the platforming in this area going to be like that? Because that actually was pretty cool. That was a mistake. Yeah, don't go down there, and don't attempt to go in over it if there's that going on. Oh, it's these things again. I wasn't really expecting to find you in here. That's the point of this little area. You can't continue off to the right, can't break anything. Is that gonna open from the other side, maybe? So many little things feel like they should go somewheres, but don't. So I'm gonna assume most of them probably go from elsewhere. Okay, that one's a bit scary. Nothing down there worth dying for, though you could probably dash your way through. It would be really tight, though. Let's go over here, because this looks like a little... Okay, so this is a big version of the, the hard shell ones. There we go. I'm starting to feel pretty confident in combat like that. Like the whole dash in, dash out big attacks. Heavy hard-shelled worker forever repairing the Citadel's crumbling underworks. This one's got an actual breakable door to continue on from. Give me those shards, please. Always nice. Avoid that, and in its place, we find another shard bundle. We did buy a whole bunch of those last time, just to make grinding a little bit easier, because we have way more rosaries than we need right now. So, onward we go this way. You can jump off to the left. There's a platform up there that's got something. Don't make that jump right now. Uh-oh. That was close. Oh. That's just like the basic pilgrim you can find, but it's been taken over by this area's whole stuff. Okay. Undersweep. Okay, same business. So it feels like a lot of the enemies blah. A lot of the enemies in this area feel like pilgrims that made it to the Citadel and then were promptly, like, enslaved. Oh, that was close. It's these things. There we go. That actually worked out relatively fine. And fall. Oh, I thought that was a saw pit and I didn't realize it at first. Anyways, over here, open the door. I just dashed downward into that like a goofball. We're good, though. We're good. Thankfully, we're getting enough to heal up, and we're only taking, like, 3 masks beforehand, so we're still good in most of these situations. I'm gonna have no choice but to start a fight with that thing, but let's just dash in here first. Ooh, a spool. But, we can't get it yet. We're gonna have to come around from the other side. Ah, that was silly. Okay, avoid these things for a moment if I can. Hmm. These things are kind of rough in, like, this environment. Heal up here. Okay, there's one at least. Might as well get our silk back if I can. Oh, what just happened there? I'm not entirely sure what sort of platforming I'm doing at this point, and that one just got put in a saw blade, and I'm not getting any more silk off of it. Oh well. Anyways, continuing on. Down a couple of masks. We should get them back no problem in a little bit, though. Upwards feels like actual progression. This feels like a little side area for some goodies. Probably even going back around to that silk spool we had to leave behind. You know, that was probably a worthy use of a boomerang. Okay, that felt pretty good. Anyways, give me the frayed rosary string. Really, does this not actually connect? It looks like it should. Where am... Oh, I'm looking at the empty space as if it's doorways, but no, I think we're in a little door, and the empty space around us is empty space. Got it. I had it backwards. So cool. Yeah, it was definitely worth using the boomerang, the curved claw in that room. Okay, there's that. Didn't quite get all the silk I needed. This is a bench room? Yeah, no, we'll go to that later on. No, it's a bench room. Although, that also looks like it's heading towards progression. What's a side path and what's a progression path right now? It's actually hard to tell. Okay. I forgot it had like a triple hit attack. It didn't just do a singular one. Yeah, I'm not making that jump, so go back up here. Oh, wow, that was rude. So we can fall back down here. That opens the door, and I'm assuming we can make this dash jump. Well, barely. Give me the extra silk, please. Dash jump over here. So, obviously, there's a door there. Yeah, going towards the bench was probably the better option. This feels like a new area. Okay, that is a wall, though. This also technically isn't a new area yet, apparently. That just opened up something that goes straight down. What's the side door over here, though? Inspect. Insert rosaries 80? Sure, why not? What? Is this an elevator? Travel... Oh, the underworks and the terminus. Okay, so there's a completely different fast travel system for the Citadel than to the rest of the game. Okay, that's actually kind of cool if that's the case. And then it feels like it should connect somewheres over Greymore, but I don't see a connection point there. I don't know. We're not gonna do that yet. Nothing there? What's the point of that little side bit then? Okay, can't really continue there. This is the room with the spool in it that we have to come back around for then. Still nothing on these little side bits, it looks like. Open that door. Okay, this is a fight arena. Heal up. Oh, that was close. I got stuck on its head and ended up taking a hit for it. Give me that. The wire for my controller slightly covers up my right trigger. So gets a little bit messed up sometimes. Heal up. Neither of them can hit me from up here. Until I attacked too early there. There's you. That didn't feel like it should have hit, but I'm not going to complain about it. Heal up here. It's going to waste a mask, but this isn't over yet, and I want to be full health. Hello there. Oh, wow. Ah, you're not who I wanted to hit there. Oh, this isn't new. This is the same enemy we fought. Okay, thank you, bombs and boomerangs. Oh. That was gruesome. And that's how you win a fight. Okay. I'm starting to be a bit more liberal when it comes to using tools and silk skills. And because of that, I feel like I'm doing quite a bit better in fights. So maybe I really should have been doing some of this from the beginning. Anyways, there's all that. I really want to get to a new bench. That was almost bad. So let's head up towards this one. We're going to go through that completely awful looking room. I like the little wall climb. I think it's actively slower than just wall jumping up it, but it is kind of cute. And avoid this. Okay, here I've got to do this. I gotta wait for it to perfectly line up. No. That was rude. Okay, bench upwards. I'm assuming that means bench upwards, right? Oh, we're still using these temporary... Okay, that's just gonna be the thing in this area, isn't it? There's no permanent benches. You're gonna have to keep unlocking a temporary bench for 15 rosaries every time. Which, honestly, that's probably better. Bench up here. Don't have to use any shard things right now. Look at the map. Yeah. So there's the waypoint, elevator thing, obviously, that we could use up to Terminus. But for now, we're just gonna go this way. Inspect, insert 25 rosaries. And this gets us what exactly? Speak now, thy confession will be heard. ... You have confessed a sin most grave and must by works cleanse yourself. Return to your task and work off cycle. And work off cycle, neither eating nor supping until new cycle begins. By the grace of Farloom Eternal, may you never tire, toil and be forgiven. Yeah. So basically, this giant citadel is hosted by some sort of religious union, or whatever. And they're working everyone to the bone in the name of their fulfilling their religious duty. Ow. Kind of rough placement for this one. Goodbye. Upwards. Feels like it's going to be broken from the other side. That's another fight arena. So what's up here? Just some rosaries? Just some rosaries. Nothing hidden. Anything hidden up here? Again, no. Is this... it's another one of these things. So not... Oh, yes. Yes, it was a fight arena. Cool. Okay, I got that one with a boomerang. That one I got into the steam vent, and it worked pretty much no problem. You came down swinging. That's interesting. That's a first. Oh, I just ran into that like a goofball. Heal up. There you go. Oh, I do quite love the poison bombs and the poison boomerang. Those are probably my two favorite tools, followed by this the sting sharp. This is actually a bad place for you. That thing works better in open spaces, because it has a jump attack that it gets me occasionally. So, I feel bad for that one. Anyways, here we are. Whoops. Wow. Just fight the thing, actually. That's safer than trying to avoid it. Wow, I continue to suck at this game. This is not rough parkouring. That parkour bit was actually incredibly easy. I was just failing at it miserably. What is the point? Okay, so that broke through there. How far down did that go? It broke through here, too. Actually, that broke all the way down, so we can actually go all the way into that area we couldn't explore before now, too, if we want. There's you. Heal up. There's you. Give me all the silk, please. So, explore the up area first, or explore the just open down area? Let's continue exploring upwards for now, I think. Okay, there you go. You can just barely make that. So we are trying to go even further up than this. Like so. That's where we just dropped that thing from. Here's the door that didn't really seem to do anything just yet. Anything else over here? No. Here's where we just came from. So up here is the last new thing up here. Everything else is down. Aha! I knew something felt off about something in this area, and it was just the platform falling. What am I heading towards? That's a lot of stuff upwards I just completely ignored. There's that thing. There's you. Is that just like a little ambush corner? Doesn't really seem like anything else there. Is this an actual maze? Or is there just like a couple different platforms to go into the same area? This is seeming like some sort of actual maze right now. I'm trying to attack downwards, please, Hornet. I tried to avoid it, but it didn't work. Okay, so there's a lot of pathways in here. I have no idea where I want to start. Those things look like a smaller version of the big flying thing in the Greymoors. Let's see. So there's actual progression back into... Actually, this is a new area. This is not back into anywheres. So we're following the waters up here if we wanted to. I say we're following... the waters actually go nowheres. Ah, an actual bench. So this is a new area, so obviously it's unmarked. I'm going to assume there was something else hidden in that area back a moment ago, though, so... Let's try... Ow, I forgot that was there. So if we go down here instead, we end up in another saw blade. Avoid jumping when... Wow, this is rude. Do this instead, go this way. Did I just accidentally go the right way here? Is that what just happened? This is just some rosaries. Come on. There's you. Do that. Can't go down there. I have a feeling that was just an enemy going into a saw blade. Ah, here's here. Aha, so... Afraid rosary string, is that the only thing that was actually hiding of great import in here? But that was sketchy. I don't feel confident here at all right now. Can I make it back to the bench without getting caught by one of those bugs? I don't like that area. I'm gonna hope there's not anything too important in there and that we can just avoid the rest of that room. I'm hoping this area connects back to the Grand Gate and we can go back down that way, because it's going to be way easier to get to that space I ignored, going that direction. But it really is... The Citadel really is just, like, its own half of the game. Like, the Citadel area is, like, an entire map in and of itself. At least we know we can't continue that way. Going all the way back through that manually is going to take a little bit. We're going to head back to that. Maybe when we find the other fast travel location. Hopefully this just connects back to the Grand Gate and we can do it that way. The Coral Chambers. I heard someone say the name of this area and that there was some important stuff in here. I have no idea how important the stuff in here is going to be, though. Okay. I don't see any enemies, so that's a plus right now. Looks like there's only one direction for us to go. Really? In any other section of the game, that was a fight chamber. That was a fight arena. We just unlocked that. Where did we come from? Where? So we can go up there. That opens up this little hallway door. Just for some shards, or shells. Shell shards, that's their actual name, shell shards. I said both the things, but neither was correct entirely. Okay, you can just barely make that, and this looks like a bunch of rosaries. Huh. This area... I would very much so love a map right now. Inspect a machine displaying a model of the Citadel. Insert rosaries. Thank you. Also, it makes sense that we are just not getting these maps from Chakra, because we barely made our way into this Citadel. It wouldn't make much sense if she could just do it super easy. Okay, so this is progression. Obviously, I still love that I went this way first, because that means the map. Up over on the left is going to explore somewhere new, but we can't go that way yet. That's where we just got some shards from. Might as well see what's down here. Off on the left over here. Again, just another bunch of rosaries, which is nice. There's really not a single enemy in here right now. This feels off. This feels weird. And then if we continue right, and then we'll get back to how we entered from the Underworks. Got it. Cool. I don't trust the lack of enemies. Like, this feels weird. Break the floor and end up back in the Grand Gate. That's pretty cool. Ah, more of those things. What's with all the saw blades? Why are there saw blades literally everywhere? The Grand Gate. Huh. This is kind of cool. I have no idea what I've really found myself doing. So... I don't really want to fall all the way back down right now, but I think I might be able to get back up even if I do. As long as I have one of these down like this. You can make your way back up onto a jump for one of those. Actually, now that the elevator is falling, can I explore over here now? Oh wait, no, the elevator door closed behind it, so no. Let's see. Oh, these reset. Wait. Hold on. Does that not mean... Huh. Does that not mean that I'm now trapped? Oh, okay. So you can do that. Does that mean that you could have started in the coral chambers if you thought to do that? I think it does. So basically, you step on one, you open it up, you move the scale. There's that. That's not really the direction I want it. So you get up here. You can't really wall jump here, but you can do that. So you want to be over here. I like this platforming bit. It is a bit rough, though. That gets you back into the entry to the coral area. But obviously there's stuff further up as well, so let's just explore a little bit further this way. And that gets us up here. And nothing to do over here, it looks like. Not yet, at least. And, okay. So it was definitely worth doing that for the spool thread, or for the thread spool or whatever. I think it's a thread spool, not a spool thread. But it looks like that was all that's up there for right now. Cool. So we know how to get back up here. I am going to go back an area and go bench before we continue on. I believe we can probably still make our way back. I just have to go left out this door. That gets us back into, like, Act 1 area. Go back to the bench room. Sherman's probably moved on by now, but he's still fine. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do a bit of backtracking, because I really want to go check out Pilgrim's, Pilgrim's Rest, I believe is the area called. That's the town in Farfield, I believe. So I'm gonna head back to the fast travel and go that way. Okay. So Sherma's no longer at that first fast travel, at the fast travel location up in, the Blasted Steppes. So Sherma's no longer there. Sherma's off adventuring somewhere else. And a character that I was really hoping would have moved to Pilgrim's Rest isn't there. So I'm gonna do something that I've been too afraid to do for like 6 or 7 or 8 episodes now. We're gonna go to Bone Bottom, and we're gonna see if someone's here. And if they are, I think I'm gonna cry. Please don't be here. Please don't be here. Little Pilgrim's gone. Yes, Little Pilgrim is gone. So, with Little Pilgrim no longer in Bone Bottom, I have saved them. Yes! They're apparently supposed to move to Pilgrim's Rest at this point, but apparently that might not happen until you progress a certain ways through the Citadel. Has that statue always been in the background there? So, since Little Pilgrim is no longer in Bone Bottom, let's do this. Or not? Isn't that I'm confused. Something terrible was supposed to happen when I did that. Is that statue supposed to be the Skull Tyrant? It could be. That could be the case. I thought benching while you're in this area was supposed to make something terrible happen, and the reason I haven't been doing it is because Little Pilgrim was here. And if Little Pilgrim's not here, and I don't have to worry about protecting Little Pilgrim... Okay. Anyways, I digress. I think I've stopped the terrible thing from happening. I'm just gonna call it there, and just be confused about the rest of it. Anyways, I guess we're heading back up to the Citadel again. Okay, those scale platforms, I still think they're cool enough, but every time I do them, it takes a little bit to actually make our way back up. Anyways, time to continue back on up this way. I should stop by the bench, because I did take a hit in the blasted steps, and that little parkour bit to get back over here. So, let's see, the bench is up this way. So, let's just go back up this way and bench. Oh yeah, I forgot I actually unlocked that little platform, so I can just go up from here instead of down and around. So, that's still good. I wonder when we're next going to see Sherma. I'm sure there's somewhere up in the Citadel. It's just a curious question of where, because that bug is real good at adventuring, despite the fact that they are not a warrior at all. They're just a cute little singer, and somehow they just ignore all troubles. Anyways, that's where we got the map. We continue on this way. It's gonna happen eventually. At some point, this area is going to have enemies. Really? Like, by necessity... Okay. Just you. Okay, we have a couple of these things, but it's still just these things. We've seen those plenty of times before. They just sort of exist in the silk. Nothing there. Yeah, this area's... This area is seeming kind of friendly. That's not what I was expecting. I was not expecting very many friendly areas. Even the starting area is not friendly. Oh, the growing number of dead bodies might be giving away the fact that the whole friendly area thing is not going to last much longer. Lace, hello again. Oh, what's this? The little spider climbed so high, here to stand a quiver at her startling citadel. Pale child, you return only to mock. Neither you nor your land have proven my match. This sleeping citadel shall be no different. Spider dear, why must you remain so distressingly optimistic? The power that waits above you cannot conceive. Her who would snuff that hope with barely a glance. Fool child, you still think me blind to the form of your liege, having come this far. This land's grandeur, the devotion of its bugs, and the curse that befalls them. The signs are clear. Your kingdom is in the thrall of a creature beyond bug, one of that higher caste. Whatever its desire for my silk and my shell, it shall find I'm quite attached to both. Marvelous! So the spider knows something of fathomless beings, and still it hopes to stand against one, a god. Where do you hide this boundless strength you claim, spider? I've watched your struggle towards us. Yours was a painful, broken trek. One needs grace to stand before the divine. Vienta! Then best you keep watching, child. I found those who claim themselves a god can rarely match the title. And experience tells me, even gods can fall. I mean, isn't the Pale King a god of some sort, and she saw the Radiance die, so... Oh, we're not getting a rematch yet. We're just getting a... Here... Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Ow. Spear throwers are... Okay, this spear thrower is at least nicer than the one in the Greymoors. Reed, disciple of the choir, charged to maintain its perfect order by sharp pin if necessary. Envoy, guide and oftentimes leader within the Citadel's choir. Okay, cool. There's an extra 2. We only need to register 12 new bugs, and we'll have another quest completed for new. Inspect, that's a white lock bearing a surgical symbol. Okay, that's some sort of elevator or something going somewheres. Doing, doing, doing. Okay, so these things have quite a bit of health, actually. Oh, that was close. A decent amount of health, but nothing too bad if I'm careful about it. Anything on this wall? No, you can just sort of do that if you don't feel like doing parkour across all of them. Nothing here looks breakable. That looks like a pretty solid texture. We're gonna keep going until the next bench, I think. We could end up here if we wanted to. But, okay, yeah, that was definitely breakable. So there's a door here. This is like a little side room. It looks like some sort of village is up ahead, or up, higher up. Another little hidden room here. This goes down. Thank you for another rosary necklace and just a bunch of rosaries. It seems like a rather large... yeah. One of my only problems with this game, it seems like at least 75% of all secret little things are just some geodes. Or, just some geodes, no, just some rosaries. I think the same was true for geodes in the first game, but still, it would be nice to get something. It would be like nice to if we could more commonly get something that's not just cash, or one of the two different currencies. Oh, this pilgrim's got like some sort of special robe now. Acquire Pouncer, agile bug, and one of the few hardy pilgrims to have reached the Citadel. Cool. So basically, it's the same enemy, just a little bit harder, a little bit tougher to beat. Cool. So there's that. Apparently we need to go up and around like this, because now we're getting spikes. That's something, that looks like progression into the area at large. So this is probably side thing. Actually, this is not the same. I thought that was the spear one for an enemy, just not taking off the ground, but no, it is something different. Actually, these are all just sort of stronger versions of some of the pilgrims we fought before. Okay, there's you. Okay, heal up. You almost had my number, but I've got yours. Give me the silk, please. Thank you. I can totally make that if I'm good with it. Doop. Doop. I could not dash because I was floating. I feel like I can definitely make that, but it's like pixel perfect, and I don't even know if there's anything up there to actually worry about getting. 1, 2. I feel like it's possible, but I don't know if it's even worth the try. 1, 2. That. I was definitely on that wall, except I double-clicked and ended up gliding instead. Why am I attempting this? That and... no, it might not be possible. I think it's only like a couple of pixels off. Still don't think it's actually worth doing it for any reason. Anyways, this bench, obviously. That door opens up to something. Bench, reset the map. Oh, that was I couldn't open that door. Wait, why couldn't I open? The one down below, I know I couldn't open. What was that side one right there I just missed? Let's head back down real quick just to see this door. Like, why didn't I go down into it or see what it was about? Obviously, I made the right choice if we're going to be ending off in a moment, but still, I am curious. Oh, that's this thing, that gate right there. That's why I didn't do it, because I couldn't. Anyways, we're going to head back up to the bench, and we're going to end off for today. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore enemies if I can. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, goddess of the star-filled void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care everybody.